Ladies and gentlemen, to unveil Steve McMichael's bust at his home in Chicago, Illinois, is his wife, Misty, and former NFL teammates.
Awesome. You guys see your bust, baby. You ready? It's gonna be right here. Mace, help me pull it down. Let's go. Oh. Wow. Look at that. Wow. I told him just make sure you have hair.
Hall of Famer.
Isn't that beautiful?
That's no restoration. Wait.
That's amazing. That's you, baby. Forever.
Steve, you're here with all your world champion brothers. Back in Canton, we have 378 brothers that's looking for you. You're on a team that you can never be cut from, you never can be released from. When you die on this team, you will still be on it.
Right,
Welcome home, team. Welcome home, Steve, I should say.
Football heaven.
You're in football heaven.
That's right.
Forever.
That's right, baby.
Much love, brother. Welcome home, brother.
Finally, baby. Finally. Thank you, guys. It's just been amazing, and I know he's happy, and you're gonna be in there forever, talking to them when the lights are out. Y'all talk to each other, I heard, in the hall, the busts. It's amazing. We love you, baby. So proud of you. You look great. Your jacket fits you nice.
It does. Great.
Looks good.
Looks great.
Looks good and gold.
So this is a speech that Steve and I have been working on probably for about the last year and a half. Some of it before he lost the ability to talk, and talked about what he would like to say and who he would like to thank. And of course it would be a lot longer and be a lot more fun, I shall say. And you know, if it was him actually giving the speech and what he would say, because a lot of the times he speaks from the heart. So let me just read it, because it says, "Hey Chicago Bears fans and Mongo fans, woohoo! I'm in the Hall of Fame, baby. I want to thank the Hall of Fame, the Senior Selection Committee, the Chicago Bears, and all the fans. The best fans in the world and the best city to play football in. I played 15 years in the NFL and loved every minute of every down. I played with the greatest players in the NFL and the greatest defense to this day, baby. I want to thank all my teammates. It's an honor to join my teammates Walter Payton, Richard Dent, Mike Singletary, Dan Hampton, Jimbo Covert, Coach Ditka, Coach Ryan, and all the Bears before us. I'd like to say a special thank you to my pseudo-son, Jerry Payton, for introducing me. I want to thank my family, my father, Mac, my brother, Richard, my sisters, Sharon and Catherine Denise, which is me. To my wife, Misty, thank you for giving me my beautiful daughter, Macy. And to Macy, you'll always be my little girl. Daddy loves you. And finally, to my mother, we made it, Mama. Your baby made it. Bear down and hook 'em.
What you do in life speaks eternal, baby. And I am so glad to be a Chicago Bear and part of you guys' history. It's an honor and a privilege.
You know, anybody that ascends to that level of play, Hall of Fame level, it's a God's gift.
Steve McMichael, 76, was there first to polish him off.
We're the Giant. Everybody wants to be Jack.
Steve McMichael comes up with the football.
Lordy, lordy, lordy. Do you believe this?
I think the only thing that can jinx us is Bourbon Street.
Eason dragged down by Steve McMichael. Fumble. The Bears have it at hungry Chicago. Finally champions on this January day in New Orleans.
Jim Marshall, you wonder why it's taken so long.
I think Jim Marshall is one of the great overlooked names.
This was the Iron Man of pro football.
Come on, baby, let it all hang out now.
How good you are is how bad you want it. And I believe that. We want it bad.
No player in the history of the game ever played harder, longer than Jim Marshall.
Well, first of all, I'm shocked that Jim is not in the Hall of Fame.
I don't know if we got enough time to talk about Jim Marshall. Leadership qualities were in spades.
Jim Marshall set the tone for how this franchise goes today.
Sometimes leadership gets confused with someone who is very vocal.
We had the Purple People Eaters. They were the foundation of who we are. The leader of the band was Jim Marshall.
There aren't any great players that do not have durability. You can be a great player, but if you play 8 games a year, you can't be great. Jim never missed a practice, never missed a game.
Of course, I know how tough it is to play each and every week, but I feel like what he did as a lineman is amazing.
He is playing his final game at Metropolitan Stadium today. Number 70, the captain of 10 divisional champions and 4 Vikings Super Bowl teams, Jim Marshall.
I'm sure the voters have a lot of criteria who should be there. It could be individual records, but that's not really good enough because it's really about teams. He made plays to win championships, to win division titles. He went against the best tackles of that era, and he always came out on top.
I know he's deserving. I know he should be in. And I know that this probably will be one of the greatest things that's ever happened to him.
Just as McMichael had to wait, I hope that Jim Marshall gets to be elected into the Hall of Fame while he's still here on earth with us.
I just hope that I've given you as many thrills as you can to give me. Yeah, thank you.
He was a special player. Many times you're asked about who are the greatest players. As a coach, you're beholden to so many of these players, you can't say who was the best, but there is a category you do have, and that is special. Jim Marshall was special.